Mic on mute.
All sound production.
All right, let me. Hello.
Yeah.
All right, now we got echo. What about now? All right, sounds good to me. Hopefully, it sounds good to everybody else.
All sound production.
All right.
All right, TV should be good.
Okay.
I was just listening on my end. It was a little messed up at first, but I fixed it.
It's good.
And then I had to get the volumes right too. Welcome back, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Ign'ant Sports, episode 51.
Right.
Yeah, we are getting up there in the numbers. That's what's up. So, last week. All right, yeah, 2 weeks after the Thanksgiving week. A little bit crazy, but at least things are starting to settle out a little bit more. Your Green Bay at least was able to come back. It was looking like Aaron Rodgers didn't own Green Bay for a minute there.
Yeah. I was like, I wasn't really too nervous, but it was just like, it was the day we all was looking forward to. It was like, all right, Rodgers.
Right. Is this the first or second time you guys played him this year?
Second time.
Okay, cool. So there's all your free wins for the year. Sorry.
Yep.
All right. So, it's my pick first, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see who we got on the board, just so you folks know. Anyone new here? Welcome anyone who's here. I saw a couple of numbers drop in. I know that I was watching the stream, so I don't know exactly who's here, how many people are here, but thank you anyone for dropping in. Let me move this up and all the way. Cool. So just so y'all know, we're going to do our picks first. We're going to do our review of last week's games after. So the scores up on the board right now are what you guys see. T-Mac's about 8 games ahead of me, and we are going to get into this week's pick. He picked first last week, so I get to pick first this week. Oh my, that's not a pretty looking Monday Night Football game. Oof. New England is visiting Arizona. So I guess we're going to have to... Alright, -1 on the road. Jeez, -1 on the road. I mean, we'll just go full New England. We'll go New England with the -1. Here, let me start writing. New England with the -1. We're going to go under 43.5, which is funny because that was the exact line we had last week, 43.5. And let's go with New England for the win. Hopefully everything sounds good to you folks. I tried to do a little audio test and it sounded good to me. So please let me know if things are too loud or too quiet or this and that, like me, T-Mac, the music, whatever. Alright, so New England, we had -1, then we had under 43.5, and then win. After you, sir.
Alright, so trying to think how I set this up. Yeah, so we're alright, so we got Las Vegas, got LA.
Ooh, new quarterback, new you.
Yep. So this is how we're gonna do it. So give me Vegas for the -6.5. Give me over 42. And then but LA to win.
Alright.
So no way I lose, right?
I love it. It's either gonna be a 3+ or a 3x. I can't tell you which one right now.
Right.
Alright, what's my man Tom Brady up to this week? Let me see. Excuse me, folks. Alright, Tampa Bay is visiting San Francisco. That is disgusting. That is awful. Oh, but they've got... Bro, I'm gonna cheat real quick. Is Jimmy G in or out this week? Is Jimmy
He's
G in
out.
or out? Huh?
He's out for the season.
Is he though? I heard his foot. I heard his foot was not broken and he's not out for the season.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that update then.
Let me go 49ers. I just need to click their injury. I just want to see their injury reserve. If he's out this week, that's all I need to see. If he's in this week, that's all I need to see. Because it was one of those things where it was like, oh my god, season-ending injury. And then it was like, actually no. It was like, actually no. All right, bro. Jimmy G is not on the IR. Jimmy G is not on the IR.
All right.
So. And even then, what was their dude's name that went with them last time?
Mr. Irrelevant. That was his name.
It starts with a P. Mr. P. All right. So can Mr. P deal with Mr. B? I mean, this would be normally, like, everything, like, all things considered, like, I really would want to go 49ers here, but, like, I gotta go with Mr. B over Mr. P. So, let me go Tampa Bay. I'll take the 3.5. Tampa Bay, I will take the 3.5. Also, anyone who is here from FPG who's trying to get entries into our contest, definitely let me know you're in the chat so that we can get you included. I haven't figured out exactly what we're going to do for people, but anyone that jumps over here, we're definitely going to give you all some extra points, extra entries into the contest. So Tampa Bay, I'm going to take 3.5. Let's go 37.5. Jeez. I got to go over. That's got to be the lowest line we've seen all year, man. 37.5. And then Tampa for the win.
It's funny. I just seen a line that's actually lower. But yeah.
That's fine. Oh my god! Wow.
All right. Let's see though. So yeah. Oh my gosh. See, like, look at this. Yeah. So we got Houston at Dallas. Give me the Houston 17.5. Now this is the question, like really, how bad are they gonna be?
The question isn't how bad are they gonna be, it's how many points can Houston put up?
Yeah, I mean, it's really both.
5 points, or they're gonna put up like 17, you know?
Yeah, it's really both, you know, and
6 points, call it.
I'm gonna go for it. Let's go over 44.
Alright.
And then Dallas still in.
Wow, T-Max right at the gate calling 2 spreads and 2 losers. Like, he's never done that before. Never done that before in the history. You've gone months without picking a single person to the spread and them to lose. So this is definitely new territory for T. Right. So now let's see what we can find that's juicy. What is juicy? That seems juicy. Miami at Chargers. Miami only -3. Let me take that. Miami is visiting Los Angeles Chargers. I'm gonna go Miami. Oh, I'm sorry, hit my camera. We're gonna go -3. Ooh, we'll go under 51.5. And we'll go Miami for the win.
Okay.
No, sorry. Oh, that's stuff here.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go with some of the ones I picked. So yeah, I gotta do that, right?
I mean, if you're that confident, if you're confident to put money on it, you might as well be confident to bet on this game here. Thus.
Exactly. So Kansas City is at Denver.
Okay.
Give me Kansas City for the -9. Let's go under into 44. And Kansas to win.
Yeah, Denver, bro. I'm not going over anything ever. Alright, let's go with. Let's start looking actually, because I don't know what I'm gonna go with. That looks decent. That looks. You never know with either of those teams, honestly. Man, a lot of crazy lines. A lot of injuries last week. You know, like we thought Jimmy was gonna be out. I thought. Excuse me, one sec. I thought that what's his name, Trevor Lawrence was gonna get injured. I'm not sure if you saw the play that he got wrapped up on. It was nasty, like it was really, really bad. Like his leg got twisted. Got twisted on him. They took him out, and then he came back in like a quarter later, not even. But then what's his name, Lamar. So it's like crazy last week.
Yeah, a good amount of injuries, and I can say it now if I don't get to say it later. Like I wish everybody the best,
Oh, for sure. Bro, I can't say. So Minnesota is +2 against Detroit. All right, let me take Minnesota +2. Take Minnesota +2. Like, pick 'em last week felt but Detroit is a favorite now. What is going on? Minnesota's like 8-1, right? Have they lost 2 games yet?
They are like 10-2, I think.
10-2, but still, I mean, jeez. All right, let's. Bro, both of these. This is a crazy. I just took an under 51.5. Let me go over 51.5. I'll probably be wrong on both.
Both of them have a chance, but yeah.
My luck with the 51s, bro. I never can get those. We'll go Minnesota for the win.
I think you're best to go the opposite at least for one of them. I mean for both, like 1-1, because
I think it don't matter. It's just it's a coin flip either way.
I mean it is, but like at least you chose, you chose both options.
But I feel like you can't. You're almost like hedging your bets if you go over or under. And this way, it's like you have a better chance of getting both right, but you got a better chance of getting both wrong.
That's the thing. I feel like this is the way, like I said, you just going on one side for both, know. So then, all right, we got Carolina at Seattle. Gave it at Seattle -4. I'll take. This question is like, is he gonna ball out? Like they didn't really ball out. Give me the under 44. Seattle win. And Carolina might just put up some kind of strength.
Who knows which one of their quarterbacks? Is it going to be Darnold?
Exactly. Yeah, Darnold. Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, in division. Well, in division. In division, huh? That's probably a bad bet. Who do we have the most confidence in? Man, a lot of these teams looking sorry right now. Which one of these 2 good teams from last year can I count on more? In the Battle of the Orange or the Battle of the my rival state? Let's go with the Battle of the rival state. I've seen the New York Jets flounder all my life, and like that's just the most consistent thing I see right here. So let me go New York Jets visiting Buffalo Bills. Take Buffalo -10 begrudgingly. Like none of these things, nothing really feels good right here right now. Take Buffalo -10. Go over 43. Go Buffalo to win.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's the easier one. Okay. We got Jacksonville at Tennessee. Give me Tennessee for the -3.5. I'll go over on the 41 and Tennessee to win.
All right. I will assume that Lamar is still out. And I'm going to go with this Baltimore at Pittsburgh. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh for the -2. Going to go over on the new lowest low of 36.5. And we'll take Pittsburgh for the win.
All right. And then we got Philly at New York Giants. Give me Philly for the -7. I'll go over 44.5 and Philly to win.
Over 44.5. Philly to win. We got 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7. How many do we got this week? How many are on the bye?
6.
So is that it, or do we have more?
You got the. I think you should have the.
Oh yeah, that's
Cleveland,
right.
Cincinnati.
Wait, you said what? 1,
Cleveland, Cincinnati.
4, 5, 6. You have 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, we both have 6 right now, so it's gonna end on 7 and 6. Is that what it's gonna be?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. Cleveland and Cincinnati. Let's go Cincinnati. Minus 5.5. Begrudgingly, I know they won last time. I think Cleveland won, but hopefully Cincinnati's looking for the run back, looking for the revenge game. Is this a division game? This feels like is it Cleveland, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Baltimore?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I know it's 5.5 feels bad for in division, but what can you do? Let's go above 46. Cincinnati for the win.
Okay. So I'm sorry. Which spread did you go with?
Cincinnati. Negative 5.5.
All right.
Above the 46.5. Cincinnati.
Yep.
For the win. Don't feel good about any of these picks. I mean, like the first 3 feel okay. Feel okay. Even the New England pick is a little suspect. Is a little bit suspicious.
Yeah. We shall see.
We shall see. All right, let's see what happened last week. Let's give the quick and easy on all the games. Right? No? Where's my NFL at? NFL home. Or I guess you could go to NFL scores.
Yeah.
Scores and schedule. Week 14. Nope. Let's go back to week 13.
Yep.
Starting with, was this the Thursday night game? Yeah, the Thursday night game. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of
That
getting.
one I wish I bet on.
Thanksgiving's confusing this and that. Like bet or took in our picks. Cause I think you picked. Yeah, you wouldn't have really taken it last week because you don't usually pick. Not your team first.
Yeah, no, I mean, bet.
Bet. Yeah, that probably would have been an easier bet.
Yeah, it definitely was. I'm like, I think I would have won both. I mean, no matter what option I would have chose, whether spread or over under. That's 34. Yeah, so
I didn't watch this game because I've seen this game about 8 times already, and I don't need to watch it again.
right.
We've played him. I think I don't know how many times since Allen's. I forget how many years Allen's been in the league. Is it like 3 now or 4? Something like that. Oh wow, it's been like this is his 5th year. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't think like his first year we were really caring about it, but then like second, third, right around 2020. It's like the last 3 years. Call it like the last 5-6 games. Like we've plus I think we lost them in the postseason too last year. So we've lost them about 6 times already.
Right.
Maybe beat him once, but I've seen this one, so I didn't need to see this one again.
Exactly.
Let's see. So Allen was 2 TDs, 0 interceptions. Did he have any FLs? 1 FL. Oh no, 1 FL for Mr. Allen. 0 FLs for number 10 Mac Jones, who only threw one touchdown, 0 picks. So, do we have any any people that catch the ball? Marcus Jones, Taquan Thornton, kinda, yeah. Ramondre Stevenson, Jacoby Myers, okay, heard of him. Nelson Aguilar, there you go, finally, but still 2 catches for 17 yards. Devontae Parker, Kendrick Bourne, Hunter Henry, Jonathan Smith. I mean, I feel like I know that people have been bashing on our defensive coordinator that is also apparently an offensive coordinator. We need something. I don't know what we need, but we need something.
Oh yeah, yeah, because what did he say? I think that was this week where he was like, we need to do the opposite of whatever y'all were doing, whether it was run more or pass more. And yeah, he actually like said it. I was like, we got some.
Who's he? The coordinator?
Mac.
Yeah.
No, Mac to who probably coordinator or just offensive side, and I feel like if he feels that way, like whenever he felt that way during that game, I feel like, well, don't you have audible calls? Like you just make decision. Like they not for the run on the film, but like push you out the way. Like no, this is the play we're gonna run. Like at the end of the day, like you still get to make the call on the field. But I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's not that simple.
Yeah, maybe it's not. I mean, as soon as you said that, I was like, maybe only sometimes though. Like maybe not every play they can be like, because the formation's got to be set or one that allows for an audible. Like sometimes if you're going for like a straight pass play, it's got to be a pass play. Like if you got no one in the backfield, like what are you gonna do? Kind of deal.
Yes, I was gonna say like that, and the fact that just also too, like you don't want to be just audibling just because you hate what they chose, and no matter what you about to audible, like what you're audible into is like actually a worse play based on their defense, the opposing defense. So
Right.
it's like you always still got to take that into consideration too. So I was just like, yeah, it's just, I mean, at least some of them, right? Like I feel like that.
I mean,
hopefully they work that out.
They had 36 passes and only 14 rushes. So if they're saying they need to rush more, pass less, then maybe.
Yeah, or just
the one game that they beat Buffalo was in that snow game last year, where they just ran the ball I think like 50 plus times.
Yeah, and I think he was just like even like trying to just get at least like just more balanced attack, just not so much how it was. Yeah. Because especially against a team like this, like a team that you have to bring your A game. So, yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next game, which was Pittsburgh at Atlanta. Let's see. So we had Pickett with the 197 yards. Oh, this is what I put my money on. But then again, Baltimore is hurting too. So, I didn't watch any. Did I watch this game? Did this come up in my? I feel like I did actually watch Red Zone last week. It was easier for me to watch Red Zone because having like the scoreboard in front of me, like knowing all of our picks already, like having them all written down, made it a little bit easier for me to just turn it on and watch it. So I did watch Red Zone. So I must have seen this game, but for some reason I just don't remember anything from it. I remember Patterson doing a little bit, hearing his name, but yeah, not.
Because I was gonna say, you wasn't really gonna get much because it's mostly field goals and then the one touchdown Kenny finally got, finally gave him that gap for 13-3. So there's Marcus and company cannot do much against the Steelers defense that day.
Right.
It was looking like steel curtain, It was like that old school Steelers defense to a degree. So
Right.
it's good on their part. One interception, so yeah.
This will be a quick one because I don't really have much else to say about this game. All right, fingers crossed that Pittsburgh can do it again. All right, now this game right here, Green Bay at Chicago. This was looking. I got a few things to say about this one.
What you got to say?
Okay, well, first things first, man. I'm here. I don't know how. I can't share my screen with you right now, but I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look up Aaron Rodgers salute, and I gotta ask you as an Aaron Rodgers fan, why did Aaron Rodgers do this salute to the crowd?
Let me, because I got the stream up too, so let's see.
Let's just go to image. Let's go to images. Like he had, so tell me, why does this image exist? Like, do you have any images of you in the world doing the salute?
So that was like, that looked like, what's the name, right?
Oh, that looks exactly like what's the name? So
Yeah,
he did like literally. Oh, here's another angle. There you go. Here's a more clear angle in case you're curious about the sidearm of it. Looks like pretty undefinable to me. He literally did this into this. Like I'm not even gonna do it because I don't do it. He did this, then he put his hand like that and realized, oh wait, maybe I shouldn't do that, and then went into that. So I just want to know why your man's so good at that. Oh, that was just so instinctive to him.
Right. Yeah. Because is like I've seen, like I don't know, like I've seen people say goodbye. I guess you could say kind of but yeah, it's like you definitely gotta be
moving that arm, bro.
Yeah, or no, for sure that, but you will get less flack by the angle. Angle definitely matters. Angle, how straight it was, just like
bro. So like we've both been out of school for the last 10 plus years. When's the last time you raised your hand?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, it's not a common thing that people do.
Yeah, definitely not. But I'm surprised I didn't see more articles. I mean, any articles at all about that. I just saw the article about the smirk about still keeping the streak of like, I own you. Like I thought you were gonna bring up until you said image. He hit during the interview. He was like, this is like a second home to me. And I was just like,
Well,
glad
he needs one home away
back.
from home right now.
Right.
But yeah, that was an interesting way for him to end the game. You guys had a nice, interesting way to start the game too.
Yeah. 13. I mean, 3-16 by almost. Most halfway through the quarter, second, and then thankfully Christian and Aaron connected together to make it at least a 6-point game. And it was just like, all right, bring it in the third and the fourth.
I mean,
And
Chicago just can't do anything right, man. They had that one big touchdown to start off, and then you'd think 14-point lead or 13.
yeah, like having a 6-point lead going into half, not too great, and then you come out and do a field goal. Well, you come out and do a field goal for in the last 2 minutes of the third. So it's just like, all right, well, at least now we're 9, still two touchdown. I mean, well, 2 scoring plays, to tie us up or at least pass us up.
Yeah.
And yeah, after that it was like, yeah, no more scoring for you, Chicago, and the rest of us just scoring. And it was it was great to see that. I was like, as long as we just score a field goal after we scored 20 at the almost like 5-minute mark, I was like, play defense, score 3, and that at least make sure that they have to score a touchdown. But we managed to get the ball again, and we did a great fake play for the actual lack of the actual term. I guess a bootleg, possibly. So it was so funny. You should have seen me that the night I was watching the highlights. I was dissecting this like I was a Chicago Bears player. I was like, if I was Chicago Bears, I was like, I know who to be mad at. I was like, every time I watched it, after the second one, I was like, he got to be a rookie, because I was like, you got 2 people clearly running the direction you should be running towards Christian Watson. So that means the ball is not over where everybody else is. The ball is near you. And you're the last man, unfortunately, now. And
Right.
you have to make that split decision to actually try to catch up to Christian. And yeah, long and behold, he basically not even got pushed out the way, but the closest cornerback that was next to him that knew what was going on, like kind of moved him out the way, and it was just a foot race, and Christian was just like, deuces, like. And I was just like, wow, like, because the rookie, unfortunately, like, he was caught up in trying to like not jam his Sammy Watkins, but the moment Sammy turned into them, it basically like helped him, like, this is where you should be looking.
Mm-hmm.
But he's too busy like looking at him instead of like, let me like be on my head swivel. So by the time, like I said, it's like Sammy Watkins turns to the defender that's on the Chicago Bears, the second one.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, once you see where he's going and you happen to see the Chicago Bear in that split second, you should be like, oh, dang, like, what's going on over here? Like, why would he be running to Sammy Watkins? Like, I don't need help. Like, I'm this close to him, and yeah, like I said, by the time he realized that, yeah, I'm pretty sure probably the guy probably said, like, yo, look, like, Watson, the ball's over there.
Right.
and like I said, the second defender is like way much further than the rookie. So yeah, it was just like Watson, because it was like enough for the rookie to be like, make the change and at least try to get an arm on the ankle, to help, anybody else. But
Right.
too late. And like I said, Watson's like, deuces. And I was like, hey, I'm happy as Green Bay, but as a Chicago fan, I'd be high, like, all right, rookie, like, welcome to NFL, like, because he was looking lost. He was looking like, what's going on?
Not the time and the place for that.
Not the time and place, especially when it's against Rodgers.
Yeah, pretty good. AJ Dillon numbers, 18 and 93 yards. And let's see, what did Chicago have rushing aside from Fields? 71 yards. David Montgomery.
Yeah, two interceptions. That
look
did
at
not
this.
help.
From ESB, Equinemius
Yeah.
Town. 3 receptions for 85 yards. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
3 receptions.
He's still connecting.
Nikhil had that one big one, bro. One catch for 49 yards. Nikhil Harry, former Patriot, had one huge catch that game.
That's definitely good. It's kind of, I mean, it's great for us that, I had to see what number is Claypool, because that's somebody from Pittsburgh. Then he used to play in Chicago too. That's crazy. He was like, went to Chicago, left Chicago, came back.
I'm gonna move on from this on the browser because we've been on this one for like a minute now. Because we got some easy ones that we can blow through. So there's Jacksonville, Detroit. That was a pick 'em. Somehow ended up being 14-40 Detroit. So I'm really lucky that I picked them in the right direction there. Once again, saw Trevor Lawrence get super banged up, so I was really happy to see him. See, that's why CJ Beathard had 3 attempts. I guess it was just 3 plays that he was in there for. Or maybe like 5 or 6, and they ran the ball a few times as well. But he really wasn't in there for very long. Jared Goff was looking decent, but I don't really got much to say about that. Did you watch this at all?
Nah, I was just like, I saw it was a blowout, and I was like, yep, as expected. Like, I at least thought they would score 30.
Now let me check this. Now this Minnesota Jets one, like, bro, these Jets just like, I felt like, I forget exactly what happened, but I felt like they just kind of gave it up in the end. Like, I remember them driving down, and I was like, damn, bro, y'all had the chance. And then they drove down. Like, not lost it, but like, you know, didn't complete a 4th down, I think, conversion, and they got it again right back down in the red zone and still couldn't convert. Like,
yeah, unfortunately, Mike had an interception earlier. I think oh no, that was the very first one. It's just, they just couldn't they couldn't convert on touchdowns. Last interception. Yeah. So it's 22-27. And turnover on downs. That's the first try, and then they had one last try before Minnesota gets the ball back, and Mike White was not looking like the Mike White of the week before.
I wanted to just click on Minnesota real quick while we're here, because I'm like, why was Minnesota injury? They were they were an underdog this week against, who was it? I got the odds still back. They were an underdog to Detroit. So like, who got hurt? No one got hurt. I was about to click on here, and like, I was about to be like, let me jump on this injury reserve just to see. And it's like,
all right, maybe let's see record wise. Did they leave?
No, dude. Detroit's like 5 wins at the most.
And the crazy thing is, they got the win on Detroit for this season so far. So it's like, why?
Oh, they are in division. That's right. I keep forgetting that you guys and Rodgers and them. Yeah, true. And like, they've been doing so good, and Minnesota just won. So like, it seems like, you know how you were saying like overreaction on the Dallas end for like the Houston game. It seems like overreaction for like Detroit putting up 20 plus 26. Oh, they won by 26. We better make them a favorite. Like, what? I don't know, man. I must be missing something here.
Yeah, because the only last thing I got is, dang, the Detroit home field advantage is that strong? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
They played at Minnesota last time, so
Does
understandable.
Minnesota play in a dome?
Minnesota played at their home last time.
Do you know if Minnesota plays in a dome?
Oh, I believe so. I think they're one of the other ones.
Maybe that's it. Cold game. Kirk's no good in the cold. Is it a primetime game? Remember, Kirk's not good in primetime? I don't think it's a primetime game. No, it's a regular game. It's just right in the middle. Right? Yeah, Sunday, 1 o'clock.
We shall see, though.
We shall indeed. That's me. I mean, I'm lucky at 1 o'clock. That'd be one of the first ones I'm looking out for. But,
11, 24, all these last injuries was like the end of November.
All right. Oh, look at T-Mac, King of the Ties. Washington Commanders, 40-40.
Yeah, I was so disgusted. I was like, do I have 3 ties? And then I checked on, and then because I was like, how do I do do I get the tie for the what's the name, the spread? But I was like, no.
Oh, for the.
I was like, I hate you. What?
You mean the win? Because the spread.
No.
The spread was -2, so definitely not the spread.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, definitely not the spread. That's what I'm saying. Because I figured the other ones. I was just like, my question was the spread, and I was just like, oh my gosh, bro. I was like, y'all, and I was like, the fact that I was like, the people at what's this like NFL odd ring? I was like, how did y'all know 40?
Like, for real, man. I said the same damn thing. You know what's funny too, man? At this game right here, I was actually, what you call it? I was rooting so like it was like halfway through overtime, and I'm like. And I was doing the math, and I was like, wait a minute. So he's already lost on the, on something here. What was it? Well, actually, I guess if Washington got say just a field goal, after going back and forth, you would have won everything. You would have won over everything. At that point in time, I'm like, yo, if this game ties right now, this is the worst possible outcome for him, because even if the Giants won, that would have covered the over. So you lost half a game by this thing tying. So like, there was a certain point, like then like a couple minutes left, I'm like, all right, the Giants are gonna win this game for sure. Or sorry, the Giants are gonna win or it's gonna tie. So those were my two outcomes. Like I think Giants had the ball with like 2 minutes left. And I was like, I'm rooting for the game to be a tie. Like at that point, I go back to the other. I'm like, please go Washington, go Washington. Because I'm like, if this ties, then he gets the half a game, and if they win, they covers the over, and he will actually hit that one full point. So I can't believe it.
Yeah, I was just like.
So for you to say I was disgusted by this, I was like, good, because I was laughing my ass off at this one.
Yeah, I choose like, come on, Taylor. Like you can. And what sucks, you said I would have got 1 point, right? At least because
if Giants just scored a field goal and won the game, it would have been over 40 points.
Yeah, because what's the name? Graham, he did have the shot, and like they got him to supposedly. I guess.
Yeah, and it was short.
I was just like, I was so sad. I really was pissed off once I saw. I was like, oh, he got in the field goal range, and then he missed this. I was just like, Tucker. Okay.
It was good. It was a good game.
Horrible.
All right, so end on a high note there, and we'll go to here we can jump over to a bad game for me. Well, even though I still got 2 points out of it. Tennessee visiting Philadelphia. For whatever reason, I thought 4.5 points wasn't enough, and it was. It was. Luckily, for me though, Philadelphia did their part and hit the over for me.
Yeah, definitely.
And I did call Tennessee to lose, so at least I had that much.
Yeah, I was like. I had a feeling, you called all that right. So yeah, you said you took the Tennessee for those.
I just didn't have him. I didn't choose Philly for this, but for whatever reason, I don't know, man. Like Philly just seemed like they were slowing down a little bit. I guess that's my logic in the back of my head. Was it just seemed like they weren't like beating teams like this, like exactly what they did. I hadn't seen that in a minute, you know.
Right.
Like if I click on Philadelphia, I feel like I can click on probably their last games, right? Something like that. Let's go to schedule. All right, so let me just click what was this last game here. So let's look at their last few. We got 40-33. You got 17-16. All right, 32-21. Yeah. All right, 29-17. Maybe I should have. Maybe 35-13.
But no, I get you, because literally like the last two, like 1 by 1 point, 1 by 7, like, and at least
they lost to Washington, and they lost to Washington. That's what it was. Exactly. So like it was loss, 1 win or 1, and then touchdowns. Like, all right, are they back? Are they not? Who knows? So yeah, I guess I'm not super upset about this one.
Nah, I wouldn't be.
But yeah, clicking back onto that, I didn't really watch this game a lot, not gonna lie, because this was another one where there just wasn't a ton of highlights. It was like, all right, and Hurts wins again. It's like, cool, good game.
Yep. Hurts three TDs.
AJ Brown. Oh yeah, that was the AJ Brown return vengeance game. Like, y'all let me go. Y'all let me go.
Yep. Truly was.
Y'all gonna think
crazy.
Gonna think twice about that.
It truly is crazy.
For real, man. I mean, because I feel like he definitely was a big part of their playoff run last year.
He was.
Because Henry was out for so long, it's like they needed to be in the air. But whatever.
Yep.
So that's a quick one.
They lost.
Yep. Oof. All right. I'm not even gonna click on this one, bro. I'm not gonna click on this one.
You know the story?
No, I'll click on it. What's the story?
I'll tell you. So the reason why this looks the way it looks, and I was happy for my boy for winning this, because I was like, when I saw it, I was like, see, this is why I couldn't bet him this week. I was like, heck no. But what happened was Lamar, which I
saw Lamar get injured. If that's what the story.
Yeah. So it was just like, just I think very first quarter, just pretty much early on. So it was like, not that Tyler couldn't get the job done, but it's like it's been a minute since Tyler had to replace. So it's just like, thankfully Tyler in the last 31 seconds or it's the last minute need to leave 31 seconds.
But man, I don't know. I'm sorry. Sorry guys, I have to bring up the music real quick. I just gotta lower it. Some of these tracks really are a little bit louder than the other ones. But like, bro, Russell Wilson and them and company on that 9 points. That 9 points. Did you even get halfway to the over? Let me see what you had. What was it? Did I have it? No, you had this game. You had Baltimore. The over was 39.5, bro. It didn't even get to half. It didn't even get to half.
Yep.
That's funny.
I literally was like, yeah, like the lower 30s, right? We should always call that over, right? Like everybody can do that, and not Russell.
Not Russell.
17 for 22, but no TDs.
What did you hold? Let me see. What was this week? You took. I forget who they were playing, but I know you took the under. If Kansas City at Denver under 44, absolutely. Even though Kansas City can put up 35 themselves,
Exactly.
Still took under 44.
Just in case, because
Right. I would rather be wrong in that direction too. I ain't betting no over on this team ever. This is the dude. This is like, let's just like stop for a moment, like kind of evaluate. Like, have you ever seen anything like this? Like a star quarterback like Russell Wilson finally hitting the free agent market and then just have it collapse like Baker Mayfield style? Like, where did this come from? We all were saying Super Bowl, bro. Everyone was saying Super Bowl.
Is it Sierra?
Yeah, yeah.
But it can be because you had her at least for 1 year, right? In Seattle, like I don't know. It's crazy.
Let's just click on Russell Wilson, like see if we can see some stats real quick. All right, so like, does it do? All right, let me go by. Let me go by yards. All right, so oh my god, dude, I clicked by yards. Okay, it is still halfway through the season. But they are bottom of the list, and it's like not looking. So what do we got? We're on week 14, right? Coming up.
Yes.
So that's three more games left. That's 3 more games. He's currently at 2,500 yards, 2,558. In his lowest 2 seasons are 3,100, 13, 3,100, 18. So pretty much low 3,100s. Then like 3,300, 3,400. You know, his highest seasons are he's got 4,000 plus. This is looking to be like one of his worst seasons. And those seasons where he's at 3,100 and 3,100 were 2021 last year and 2012, his first year in the league.
All right.
So he's looking to be as bad as he was last year in Seattle, or as bad as he was the first year in the league. That is what he's on pace for right now.
And that's crazy that it was that bad last year. So I guess we shouldn't be surprised, huh? It's like
But
same Russell.
We could have, I guess, maybe not blame Seattle because look at where's Geno Smith. I want to see what Geno's doing right now. Geno Smith. Let's see. Let's do the exact same thing for him. Let's click on yards.
Not him.
And
It's not Seattle.
bro, already Geno's at 3,100. Already Geno's at 3,100.
Because he had the same good wide receivers that Russell had. You still got Lockett. You still got Metcalf. You know. Now the only thing I can see is like I don't remember how injured there was. You know, I would have to go all through that, but it's like if that's not the excuse, like why you can't say them.
And you know know something crazy, bro? This is Geno's best year ever. This is Geno's best year ever in terms of like not only like performance wise, but like yards wise. Like they've got more than 4 games left to play, and they've got our regular season game. They go by regular season. All right, good. And yeah, so 3 more, or I guess 4 more, because 14, 15, 16, 17. So 4 more for everyone. So maybe Russell will surpass his 2 worst years, but he's definitely not going to beat his 3rd worst year. So this is going to be probably his 3rd worst year ever. And if he just, yeah, and it clearly looks like a Russell thing, like you said, not a Seattle thing, not a Denver thing.
Because you have Judy, I think, on this Denver team.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely, I think, have less passing targets to choose from, but you still, yeah, you got Judy, I think, Boom, and then sometimes, checking it off to Murray, but is Greg a tight end? Let's see, Greg, yeah, tight end, and then I guess Greg, occasionally, but it's just like, yeah, no excuse for last year, but this year, not really so much, but
no excuse for either year, honestly. All right, I'm moving off that. I can't think about Russell Wilson anymore. Cleveland at Houston, another disgusting game, man. I can't believe that. I was really hoping for Watson to just get destroyed, and this was another one too, where the weaker team, kind of like what you call it, kind of like your Chicago Green Bay game. The weaker team in blue was winning, but then they eventually messed it up.
Yeah.
This line is so weird. It's not working right, bro. Why is it all orange when I'm looking at Houston 5-0? And it's got Cleveland bolded in 0. It's like smart. Yahoo back on their tricks. But this was only a 5-point lead. And then they couldn't do nothing. This was sad.
Yeah, because Cleveland. I mean, because this went probably. They were like 5. Like they were like, if you had 7, maybe we'd turn it to your color. But like you got 5. That's still lower than 2 field goals and a touchdown. Like you guys still suck. Yeah, it's just. And that's what happened. Like, because now this is a different quarterback. They went with Allen, I think, over Mills. And,
but they're going back to Mills, I heard, for next week.
I don't know I don't know. I actually couldn't tell you who would be better. But the crazy thing about this was Watson didn't have to do nothing besides just don't throw too many interceptions. He had no touchdowns, just 1 interception, and it just everybody else did the work.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Peoples had to earn his touchdown off the return punt and all that. Yeah.
All right, off of that. Almost done. We've got just 6 more, so let's plow through some of these. Seattle, Los Angeles. I didn't see a ton of this game. Speaking of Geno Smith and all that.
Yeah. So I was surprised kind of to see we started off with the 7 first, but then I was like, surely enough, when Geno gets the ball back, he scored right back. So I was like, all right, here we go, looking like shootout. And yeah, pretty much it was that neck and neck, and then it was up to us to have defense for 3 minutes, and I just knew we were not going to do that. There's just too many offensive options to try to cover.
What's his name still playing defense? Aaron Donald? Or is he out too?
I want to say this was the game he was out. So
now, is he injured or they just pulled him?
Yeah, he was injured. Okay. So yeah, it was up to Bobby, Ernest Jones to try to pick up that slack and put more pressure on what's his name? Smith. Geno Smith. So
all right.
Hey, but it's bittersweet. I was like, all right, my LA team got some fight in them, until Stafford come back, or
so maybe a brand new
brand new
quarterback. I'm watching tonight, bro. I'm tuning in tonight.
I'm watching. Brad, I said
I don't tune in usually on Thursday, but I'm watching tonight.
I was like, I'm watching tonight.
Yeah,
I got to see this.
Yep. I'll text you during the game. We'll see. Yeah, I was even thinking too, and it's a big commitment, but at some point we could do, how people do kind of live reaction, we watch the game, pause the thing.
So I was thinking that, so what you would do is just make sure have audio output capture muted, and then it's just have yourself showing.
Yeah.
That's what people do, and just
right. Just do what we're doing right now, but be like, ooh.
Yeah.
I update the score a little bit, I could do the numbers.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. Let's see what do.
All right, so we've got now Miami was visiting San Francisco, and bro, I was so heated when I saw how this game started, bro. I was so heated. I'm like, of course, first play of the game, Tua's gonna. I think it was a pass play.
75 yards touchdown.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it was a run or a pass.
Right.
But because I was like, I'm not going back to watch how they just got a 7-point lead. I was so mad. And then I see San Francisco only gets 3 as well to come back. I'm like, no, don't. I'm like, just don't go down 14-3 right now. Don't go down 14-3. And then they stop and they score. I'm like, all right, finally. Because I feel like these are the ones where I just, I've got pretty lucky. I went 14-7 this week, and it's usually I don't. Usually I go 7-14 in games like this, or why?
Yeah.
Purdy,
I was like
Purdy. That's the name.
Yeah, Purdy. Yeah, Mr. Irrelevant. I was like, I didn't know. When I heard that he had went down, I was like, I don't know. But I was like, by the time I checked back again, I was like, oh snap! I was like, okay, Mr. Irrelevant doing good.
Right.
And I was like, we already know defense was going, bring their best to shut down Miami. So I was just like, I felt like, at the end of the day, I would have been fine with had I had the chance to choose this game. I'm still dying with San Francisco at home.
Yeah,
against
for sure.
any good team. Like they definitely gonna feel the power
I
power
mean,
up.
it's you get your quarterback gotta be pretty bad that you can't win with Debo and Christian McCaffrey. Like those are two people you don't even need to throw the ball to. You can just have them run it.
Yeah, and Debo didn't even have a touchdown. It was just only the Christian rushing, and the rest was I think just Brock. Brock passed to I think maybe a tight end, and then yeah, the rest was like a fumble, a defensive touchdown.
Yep,
So
yep, yep. That was a nice little icing on the cake at the end there.
yeah,
All right. Let's see. Finishing up our list, we had KC at Cincinnati. Oh, this is a heartbreaker.
yep.
This is a heartbreaker. I had KC. I think it was like -1.5 or something like that. I don't know what it is against this matchup. Like, why can't KC beat this team when it seems like this team in the Bengals struggles a lot this season? Offensive line issues. I mean, they got, what's his name? Is Jamar's first game back. That helps.
Yep. Yeah. But the question part was, it's like, dang, like he didn't even have a touchdown. So it was just like, you lost with him not even scoring a touchdown.
Still though, 97 yards is gonna help you a lot. That's like
No, of course.
I mean, that was like one. How many total yards did they say? How many yards they had for the team total? Where can I see that? I gotta probably click on the Cincinnati team stat.
Yes.
Go all the way to the bottom or some nonsense.
True.
I don't know total yards for the
Right.
team. How hard is that?
Exactly.
Whatever. It's gonna be all right. I'll just do. I'll do a quick little yards. 286 in the air, and then we're looking at like about 160. 160. So they had like 400-ish, and he was like almost 20% of all their yardage. So I mean, I can't. That's pretty good. So what Mahomes look like? Any FLs? No FLs. Only one touchdown. 16 to 27. Oh, those aren't really Mahomes numbers. 223 yards. Those are not Mahomes numbers. Those are Russell Wilson numbers.
Yeah, and it's like Jamar, Tyler, T. I will say, well, no.
They got Juju. They got Travis Kelce. They got MVS. I mean, they got targets.
They
got
do, but
targets.
I will still give the nod. I feel like still the nod to Cincinnati side, and so it was like it would come down to the running and the fact that Perini thing. The fact that he's more, and see, that's the crazy part too. He didn't even score a touchdown, but it was like Joe don't even want to have the rush rate. It was just like this was, I feel like, the worst way that Kansas like would want to lose, because it's like not the known players, no mixing. Jamar didn't have his touchdown. Boyd didn't even have a touchdown. Only Higgins. It was just like, dang, like it was like really bittersweet for y'all to just lose by 3. Cool, but
And I'm looking at field goals made, field goal attempted. They are literally one less field goal because Cincinnati was 2 for 2, and if I look over here, they did lose by 3, so that probably hurt them as well. I don't know how long the field goal was that they missed, but
right. I'm looking at extra point. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, I have to go look through the play for that, but yeah.
But all right, let's finish up. We're almost at an hour here. Almost at an hour. We can finish this up in a reasonable amount of time. Los Angeles Chargers, LA Raiders. Another garbage game. What is up with these Chargers and what is up with these Raiders? I know it's an in-division game, but like I feel like you could... Wait, is it division? It's division, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would confuse these
All right.
Oh yeah, it says it right here, AFC West. But like I feel like the Chargers should be the better team. I feel like Las Vegas has been so down and now they're up. Is that what it is? Like they won like the last 3 games or something like that. Last few. Let me click on their schedule.
You said the Raiders?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
They won their last 3 games after being trash, bro. All season trash.
Yep.
Like they won their first 4 games, lost 3, and then right before winning these 3, they lost 3 again.
It's truly crazy. Like, this was the game I expected more of to happen. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams happened plenty of times, 2 times to be exact. And it was like, all right. Like, once that started happening, it was just like, yeah, y'all defense better step it up. Well, both sides better step it up, like, if you're trying to keep up.
But, like, where has this been, though?
Exactly.
They put up 0 points a few weeks ago. Zero.
Exactly, but that's crazy. Though. Josh Jacobs 144, Devontae 177. Yeah, you're not.
That is crazy. Is
You're
Josh
not
Jacobs the new Jonathan
winning.
Taylor?
Yeah, it's looking like it. It's looking like he's definitely fighting behind Jamal Williams, I believe. Cause I think Jamal Williams on the Lions has 14 or 13 like touchdowns for the season so far. So some people who've kind of been like we probably talked about a little bit that was kind of come up last season. They're like we're the forerunners, for the running backs this season. So
Alright. Bunch of nonsense here. Let's
and
see.
then
Some more nonsense, but good
yep,
for you nonsense. We had
yep.
Indy, Dallas. I'm glad I didn't watch this Sunday night nonsense.
Oh man,
This is when I
poor
stopped
Matt.
watching the game.
I was just gonna say poor Matt. Matt truly just. I'm pretty sure he just wants to check himself out of the game. Just that turnover. It was just like, especially ones that really wasn't his fault. It was just like, yeah.
Bro, how did Dallas score 50 points when Dak only had 170 passing?
Them turnovers, my guy. And when every turnover led into a touchdown, that's with like, and it was like I think one of them was the stupidest one where like the person like ripped it from them, and the fact that that defensive player was on the offensive player, it technically means like he's not on the ground. So like he got up, like, and it was a lot of some of these games had a lot of good NFL IQ. People were like, oh no, like the play's not dead. Like I'm scoring this touchdown, or like I'm getting this ball further. So I was like, I was impressed to see people use show off their 200 IQ in NFL. So yeah, that's what happened with this game. So
Okay. I noted for team comparison. All right, because I was like, so well, I'm looking for turnovers like easily. Where is turnovers in this thing, man? I just want to see how many for how many. Total yards, points, sacks, interceptions. Yo, they make some of these stats so hard to find. I just
right,
want to know
they got
turnovers.
fumbles. They got fumbles 2 and interceptions thrown 3.
All right, I'm over it. I can't believe that it's not that easy to see the turnovers for a single team. Turnovers,
Yeah,
bro. Like it's a big part of the game. You can't just tell me like I feel like if I go on that little sports app, they would tell me turnovers. But whatever. All right, and final game of the week. This is Monday Night Football. I missed this one as well. I think we were doing our streaming stuff. We are doing some Pokemon or whatever. I forget exactly. I know we talked about it. So you mentioned Brady back to normal. Not really though. I mean, bro, this whole season, I'm gonna click on Tampa Bay because I want to see some of their points. Like how, when are they gonna put up some points, bro? When are they gonna
right.
put up some points? 17 points in a win, 17 points in a loss, 21 points in a win, 16 points in a win, 22 points in a loss, 21 points in a loss, 20. Have they gotten above? Have they gotten 24 points at all this year? All right, so they got 24 points first game of the year, lost. Then next they got 3 points the week after, 10 points the week after, 19, 20, 12, 31. They got 31 points against KC and lost to their 41. So it's like, damn. This don't look like my Tom Brady.
Nope, it's a 20 and below Tom Brady, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's
That's
like
why
don't you have
I'm still
any
feeling
pieces?
like bad about the pick that I took already. Tampa this week. Who are they against? Let me scroll down. I'm at the bottom. San Fran, yeah, but like that's just if Jimmy G is like in, then like I'm just like, betting / hoping he's not 100.
All right,
Not for his health, but just for my bet,
exactly.
because they're just not doing it. They're just not doing it.
It's I don't know. We'll see how the rest of it played out, and it might be time for retirement.
I mean, I think, bro, it might be time for a new team. It might be time for a new team.
That or more pieces, I guess. Figure what I don't know what
I mean,
is
he
what
needs a
is.
coach. He needs a coordinator. He needs pieces. All he's got is like Todd Bowles. I think he's
Right,
defensive too.
right.
But that's like the only like respectable name that's on that like coaching squad. I mean, he's got Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Rashad White, Leonard Fournette. Oh yeah, dude, Julio Jones must be washed. I don't know why Julio Jones only getting three catches.
Right. I'd be forgetting that he on that team.
For real, man.
I'm like certain I think it's like one other person like him, and it's like, oh shoot, like you still in the league?
Yeah, few people like that. But all right, you know what's funny? It's actually the music which ran out. That means it's that's 59 minutes.
All right.
Yeah. Any closing thoughts on this week or bets for next week or this or that or your big parlay or anything?
Yeah, we'll go with my big parlay next week. Is it's a whole bunch of games. Just know a little bit of good, a little bit of bad, and I need these bad teams
Mm.
to do their part
Yep.
and not actually win.
Yep. I hear that. I hear that.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll see if I come a happy camper next week.
I feel that. I feel
Give
that.
give you guys a reason to come back.
All right. Well, you got a pretty healthy lead still, but there are 4 weeks left of the regular season, and of course we will be doing double time in the postseason again. So there'll be plenty of
Yes.
times. Although I feel like that it doesn't really make as big of an impact because with fewer games and more of them being like locks, one seed against 8 seed type deals, like it's hard to get a lead. I feel like in the postseason, like you really do got to get it in the regular season.
Oh yeah,
But I still
definitely.
got the four games left. Um, and I have a shot. I have a shot.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll tune in on that, and we'll catch you all next time.
Yep. Hopefully, I don't get any more ties. No.
Oh, I know you will, bro. I call at least one tie for you this
Yeah.
week.
Oh
At
yeah.
least
Oh
one.
yeah. Definitely. At least one before the season ends. I feel like.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm calling one a week from now until the season ends. You got four more coming your way.
But yeah. See you
All right,
guys
bro.
then.